much. Maybe that's the way to be judging it. Right? If it is okay too much, just then it comes down to 9 on the edges, you know. Slow burn, we got that first, we got that earlier. Geodude.